All right, guys, welcome and thanks for tuning into the Sunday night huddle. I'm excited about this week's topic. If you weren't on the huddle last week, definitely check it out on my YouTube channel. I put it up on the channel. You can just search Melissa Martin and it'll show up. For those of you who are on my team, it is in our weekly recap email that I send on Friday. So the link to the recording should be there as well. But anyways, I want to just get right to topic. We're going to be talking about being a professional asker today. I have you guys muted right now for the most part. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. I can go back to those questions later. And then also I'll open up to Q&A later this evening or later after we're done talking. So I think all too often in this business, we think that posting is us asking people. When in fact that's really just marketing part of things. The actual sale part of things is messaging people. And we'll talk about posting a little bit. Sorry, I've got my cousins here right now. They're 5-year-old twins, so it might get a little crazy, plus my two. Anyways, as far as posting goes, I'll touch on that really quickly. At the end, if we have time, we're going to go over branding. But you really, in your posts, you really want to evoke with emotion. Not everybody knows what it works is. Not everybody knows when you say, hey, who wants to be a product model? They don't know what you're talking about. Not everybody knows what a wrap is. Most people think it's something you eat. Hey, guys, you need to be quiet, okay? Thank you. So you got to remember that, and you got to show people what our products do. So I still highly believe in before and afters, because a lot of people think we just have a wrap. And then a lot of people don't really understand that it's for skin tightening. And there's like this cycle people go through where it's like, no, oh my gosh, no, that doesn't work. That's a scam. And then they see another picture and they're like, wait a minute, what? Oh, whatever. That's a fluke. And then they see you try the wrap, which if you guys all haven't done, you need to document a treatment of 4 and put it in through the wrap app. And then they're like, wait a minute, that was her? So there's this evolution as you post every single day. They start becoming believers, but that doesn't mean that they're always seeing your post. Okay. So that's why I wanted to talk about being a professional asker. Guys, you need to be quiet, please. Okay? So being a professional asker is actually the sale end of things. So I want to talk about different questions that we as distributors should be asking constantly. Being a professional asker means you're not waiting for somebody to come to you. You are actively seeking people and asking them certain questions to build your business. So, that being said, this is a numbers game. So I know people get very fearful to ask people different types of questions. So you really have to focus in on your why. Guys, please. Sorry. You really have to focus in on your why when you get fearful of that. So it is a numbers game. Don't take people not responding to you personally. Don't take people saying no personally. I just reached out to this girl who's got like 5,000 friends on Facebook. And I was like, I want this girl in my business because she's got a lot of friends. She's got a huge network. This is network marketing. You're going to ask 1,000 people. 100 are going to say yes and 10 are going to follow through. Okay. So it is a numbers game. So I asked her and she's like, at this time, no, I'm just not interested. Maybe later. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep pushing. You're going to get the no's. McDonald's is a very, very profitable company. I say no to them every day because I think they're terrible. I hate their food and I hate their company. So they still are going to do business. Do you think they care? They're like, I don't care if Melissa doesn't want my food. So it's okay for people not to want your stuff right now. Okay? Does that mean I've never stopped at McDonald's? No. I've gotten an ice cream sundae there, okay? So don't take those things personally. Overcome your fears in asking, and just remember you're sending a message. if you need to have a few glasses of wine and go out and ask people messages or ask people things in person, that's fine as well. So what are some of the questions? These are things you guys might want to take notes on. Sydney, please. These are some things you guys might want to take notes on. These are types of questions I recommend asking. Let's talk about questions you can ask to get parties or get people to attend parties. So I'll ask people, if I'm like, gosh, I could really use some rap cash, my strength is parties. When I get in front of people, I'm sealing the deal with 99% of that room. So I want to play to my strengths and get in front of people. So plus, if you guys aren't doing parties, you're missing out. Rap cash is awesome. I made like $1,000 in my first couple months. You don't need much. You can have some raps, or if you don't have raps, that's fine too. You can have a sample party. You can have a health workshop. You can call it whatever you want. A ladies' night in, a guys' night in, a health workshop, a sample party, a free sample party, a customer appreciation party, whatever the heck you want to call it, rappy hour, whatever. So the questions I ask people is I'll just message people that live locally to me. Hey, Sally, I was challenged to do 4 parties this month. I was wondering if you or anyone you know might be interested in trying a bunch of free samples. You, as the host, as long as you have 4 people there, you'd actually get either a free facial or body wrap. As simple as that. So that's one way you can get parties. When I'm out and about and I'm blitzing people and they say, oh, cool, you do parties, I ask them, yeah, I have a few openings next week. What days are you off? I can kind of pencil you in. It's so much fun. So ask those questions. Virtual parties. When we host virtual parties, which is at least once a month, you got to ask people. You can't just post to everyone on your Facebook and say, who wants to win free samples tonight? You have to message people individually. You can voice message them. You can say, hey, Maria, what are you doing tomorrow night? And then Maria can be like, oh, I don't know, probably just hanging out with the kids or whatever. Awesome. I have this event we're doing on Facebook. You can win some free goodies. And we're going to kind of go over some information on our products and business. Is it okay if I send you an invitation? So those are another question you can ask. When you're blitzing someone, if I hand money to somebody, they're getting a coupon for my business too. So you can ask them, hey, Sally, or, you know, I give the bartender my credit card to cash out my dinner or my drinks or whatever. Hey, can I give you this coupon for my business too? And you could pass it along to somebody that might be able to use it. A lot of the times I'll say that because I don't want them to think I'm calling them fat, but I do give them a WOW Blitz card and I give them a RAT Blitz card. And then they look at it and then I ask this next question. Would you or anyone you know want to be entered to win some free products? So that's another question you can ask, and then you get their name and their text number to follow up with them. I did a video on blitzing and I Am a 10 team page. I highly recommend watching it. It talks about how I follow up from there and how everyone's a winner and what they get. So it's also on my YouTube channel, I think. Yeah, I think it's on my YouTube channel. Can you turn that down, guys, please? Reese, can you turn it down, please? Social media, things you can ask in Messenger. Again, you don't want to just copy paste, kind of make it personal to each person. But I might say, just earlier I said, hey, Danielle, I saw that you're moving back to Arizona. That's so exciting. We should totally get drinks when you get back. I'm looking for a few product models. I was wondering if it's okay to send you some info on some categories I need product models in. And that's a question I ask like every single day. I'm sending a message like that every single day. So again, my goal is to ask like 5 people a question like that a day. And then also 5 other people. Can you turn that down, please? It's really loud. 5 other people like, hey, Sally, I was kind of going over your Facebook. I've been kind of looking at it for a while. I think you'd be really good at what I do. Is it okay to send you some information? And then if you guys are scared and don't know what to say from there, I highly recommend saving our virtual party links. And all you have to do is say, okay, here's the information. click on that, select see all posts, start at number 1 and work your way to 32. And that's what I tell people. So that's the next question you can ask. If you're not asking people if they want to make money with you, why should they maybe they don't know that they can make money with you. It's better than posting like, who wants to make extra money? When I see someone personally, I see a lot of people in businesses posting, right? And I see like, who wants to make an extra $500 a month from home? And I just see that. I'm just like, in my mind before this business, I would have thought scam, scam, scam.
But Jeslyn and Jordan and me and Sid do chocolate.
Sure. Careful. In the backyard though. In the backyard. Yeah. Sorry guys. It's like chaos. My mom's out of town and she has custody of them right now. So it's like what was I talking about? Oh yeah, you know, I think people are naturally gonna think scam, so you gotta find a way to be different, okay, and be exciting, and let them know that you're thinking of them. There is nothing that makes me more angry than when someone adds me to their group for leggings, or, and no offense, like I support all other different companies, but they add me to a leggings group or their makeup group or and didn't even ask me, or their lip scent stuff or whatever. And I'm like, you've never even asked if I could try that. You just blatant like mass invited everyone because that's the easy thing for you to do. Be different. Think of someone. Say, hey, I was thinking of you. Would you or anyone you know maybe be interested in trying? If someone came to me, and every time someone comes to me and say that, I have no problem saying no thank you if it's something I don't like. But man, I tell them, I'm like, hey, I give you props for reaching out to me. And if someone is mean to you when you reach out to them, guys, like, screw them. You don't need them in your life anyways, or maybe they just had a bad day. Okay. So, oh, thanks, Virginia. Yeah, it's like always like this around here. So, all right. So in person, being a professional asker in person, it's listen for people complaining. People are constantly saying, "Oh, I'm so tired." Hey, I heard you mention it. I've walked up to like random people after I heard them. Oh, I heard some lady talking about, I need to lose this last little bit. Oh my God, my stomach, ever since I lost that weight, I have all this loose skin. And I'll walk up to them and be like, I did not mean to be eavesdropping, but sometimes God just puts people in my way. And I felt the need to share this with you. I heard your conversation. Or would it be okay to share some information with you on something that I have helped people with loose skin with? Or someone says, it happened with one of the kids at school, their mom the other day. Oh, I'm just so tired all the time. I just don't have a lot of time to work out and this and that. And I said, well, girl, like, I would love to help you. Like, that's part of what I do from home. Would it be okay to give you some information on that? So ask, would it be okay to give you information? Write that down. Would it be okay to give you some information? First, start off with like, I've helped people with stuff like that, or I have stuff that helps people with stuff like that. Would it be okay to send you some information? And people are going to complain about their skin, about their energy, about their pocket, how much money is or isn't in there. So keep your ears open and listen to people. Events, different questions you can ask at events. When I set up for events, I always do a green taste challenge, and not everybody's going to walk up to your table and start saying, hey, I'm interested in this. So you got to pull people in at events. So I'll say, as they're walking by, hey, come over here and try our green taste challenge. Hey, would you mind coming over and doing a product challenge for us real quick, telling us which one you like better? Now they're tasting it, and I get to talk about it. I get to say, yeah, this stuff is amazing for energy. It's actually equivalent to almost 10 servings of fruits and veggies. My kids drink it, really good for energy, your skin, digestion. And they're like, really? What is all this stuff over here? And then they start checking your stuff out. So ask people to come over in the events. Also at events, well, would you like to enter to win some free products? All you have to do is put your name and text information on my raffle slip in it here. So these are all different questions you can ask. Would it be okay to do a wipe out wrinkle demo on you right now? Not that you have wrinkles, I use it too, but I love to just show you the difference in how it tightens your skin, and it takes 2 minutes. So these are all questions you can ask. Referrals. Don't be afraid to ask people for referrals. Ask your customers. Is there anyone that you know that might be interested in using some of our stuff? Hey, Sally, your hair, skin, and nails results were amazing. Do you happen to know anyone that might also be interested in trying? When you're following up with your loyal customers, make sure, what you should be doing on a monthly basis, at least, don't be afraid to ask them. Have you ever thought about using the products and making some extra money at the same time? That's another question you can ask. And then just following up in general, different questions you can ask. Like say I sent someone a product tester message question, and then they said, yeah, I'd be interested. And we've kind of gone back and forth on what products would be best based upon what they're interested in, but we haven't yet sealed the deal. I'm gonna message them. Hey, Sally, it looks like you had fun this weekend at the Centurions party. We had a blast too. Wasn't that amazing? I'm making it personal first. Always make it personal, and then I say, what? Did you have any additional questions on anything I went over? That's a great question to ask. If they aren't responding to you, a great question to ask is, hey, did I upset you for some reason? Before I send that message, I make for darn certain that I have liked and commented on posts on their pages, and that my messages haven't been just spammy, like the copy paste stuff, or just strictly about business. Because who knows, maybe someone just died in their family, maybe they just had a birthday, maybe they were traveling, maybe they had a wedding. So you need to know what's going on in their life before you ask these questions. But following up, it's okay to say, hey, I wanted to check in with you. What other questions can I answer for you? Were you ready to give this thing a try? Things like that. All right, I'm going to open it up for Q&A right now, and then we can go into branding. We have about probably like 15 more minutes or so. Go ahead. You guys can unmute yourself if you have any questions. Anyone? No? Not everyone at once. It's amazing how many of these questions you can pop off in a day and how much more quickly your business will grow because of it. My biggest tip to you is the second someone says, yes, I might be interested, you write their name down. If it's in a notebook, fine. I use my notes app on my phone. I have a list of probably 400 people on there. I add at least a name a day from someone that said yes. So you constantly add to your pipeline. You don't just assume all these people are gonna be the ones to take you to the top.
Question real quick. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So what do you do to kind of, I don't want to say that's like sounding mean at all, but to like push your distributors to kind of work a little harder? I have one that she sold 3 of her 4 wraps to pre-sell in order to get, her kit and everything. And I just feel like she's kind of going downhill from now. And I'm worried about that.
So she's already signed up. Is that what you said?
No, she's pre-selling wraps is what she's doing.
Okay. So good question. Okay. So when it comes to pre-selling wraps, you are like an anomaly, right? That never happens for someone to like pre-sell the wraps in like 24, 30, 48 hours. That never freaking happens. So for those of you who aren't on last week's Huddle, Victoria pre-sold her wraps in her kit in like 2 days. And so we kind of interviewed her really quickly and got some tips on that. First, it's important to know their why. so why is it that they're wanting to do this? Because when things get tough, you can say, listen, it's not easy, otherwise everyone would be doing it, but it's sure a whole hell of a lot easier than answering to a boss and not having that spare time or spare money. Or it's, you point them back to their why. So like for me, it's like I want a house that I can call my own with my kids, and I want there's a lot I have on my why list. So when I'm like so freaking exhausted or I'm just not in the mood, I still work my business because I look at that why and I go, okay, this business isn't going to grow itself. There's time in my marriage when I don't want to be around my husband, but it sure wouldn't work if I didn't put forth the effort with him. So remind them of our why and say, hey, remember you told me you wanted to do this for this, this, and that. It's going to take time. It's going to take consistency. And it's good to get in that habit now with pre-selling, because you're going to need those habits for this business to be successful. And I promise you it's worth it. So just reminder of her why. If you need to get her with someone she can relate with more, we can get, either myself or Casey or Alicia in a group message with her. It is also nice for them to see our like lifestyle posts as well. So I will friend like your guys' potentials, because they might see something that speaks to them more than what you're posting. So yeah, just reminder of her why. If it doesn't work out, I promise you there's at least 15 people that started to pre-sell wraps with me that didn't. But also kind of keep her in touch with her every day, like send her a post.
Yeah, I message her like twice a day at least, just to check on her and make sure she's doing good.
Yeah, perfect. Anyone else have any questions? Oh, go ahead, Megan. Let me unmute you.
Okay, I just did it.
Okay.
Okay, so when messaging, like, I don't know, I always get stuck. Like, I always try to message like a few people about the business and a few people about the loyal customer. But like, I mean, I know you're not supposed to prejudge anybody, but like, how do you decide on who you're going to message about the products and who you're going to message about the business, if that makes sense?
So I like to lead with the business a lot of the times. And then from there, I will, like, when they're like, no, it's just really, I'm not really interested in making extra money right now. I'll be like, okay, cool, no problem. I am looking for some product models. Like, would it be okay to, cause that, and then when they're
That's
like,
good. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right.
And also if they're already in another MLM, like I'm not going to cross recruit. So,
yeah.
I'll just, those people too. If it's someone I don't necessarily want in my business, I do get picky with that. I don't take just anybody, because I've had problems and I don't want our name misrepresented either. So I'll send them that. I'll send it to people that, those people that are like, have shown interest in the past in something and you just cannot get them to pull the trigger. For some reason, that model, like, especially with females, they're like, oh yeah, about it. Yeah. So plus it gives you an opportunity, because my next message is usually, okay, like, here's a few categories you can kind of pick from. And that then they're like, wait, you have stuff for a joint pain? What? Like, I didn't even know that. So,
yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's easier for me to just message about helping them make money from home than the product model, because I mean, I feel like it's like, oh, hey, buy from me, and like this, I'm actually helping them more. I don't know. That's just probably in my own head, but
yeah. And then some people like to work it backwards. They might say like the product model thing, and then they're like, I don't really have the money for that right now. Now, mind you, when I'm messaging about the product models, I will always say, like, when they're like, yeah, I do want to grow my hair, I'll be like, oh, you should try this. This is what it is. I send a picture of what the product is. This is what it does. And I send it before and after. It's normally $55. So I always leave with retail for a month's supply. If you do this 90-day model challenge, though, you'll get it at $33 plus 40% off of everything for life. But if you want, I'll leave this on the end. I'll say, but if you want, I do have information on using the products and making money too. So I always like put that last little sentence in there just so
Yeah.
everyone knows. I don't want to not give someone that opportunity.
Right. Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay.
I have another question real quick.
Yeah, that's okay.
So I used the product model message once, or well, not once. I've used it a couple times, but this one girl like completely was like, I am not into that. I do not want to be anywhere near like being a model of any sort. And I just want to know if there's like another, you know, like if I can see like if they're not going to respond to that, if there's something else I can maybe put in there instead.
Yeah. Be like, okay, no, I totally understand. Sometimes the models actually are just testers, and just write a testimonial once it's complete. Anytime you always have a objection, we use what's called feel, felt, found. I totally understand how you feel. I have the same, thoughts myself. I always felt like I didn't want to really put myself out there like that. It's kind of a vulnerability thing. But I have found that even just a written testimonial works as well if that's something you're interested in. So, yeah, you always want to be like relate to them. Like, oh, no, I totally understand, So, but yeah, I mean, you're not going to win them all. Like, I've had people, I think Brandy had someone. You got to protect who your circle is, guys. When you're sending friend requests, if they've got like bad posts or like really bad language or their bio looks crazy, don't friend them. Okay. Like this one girl was like, fuck you, blah, 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 blah to her. And I was like, girl, like, who are you friends with? Like, like I friend with people I never met. 90% of my customers now are people I don't even know. And Megan, I met you on social media. Kyla, I met you on social media. Crystal, I knew in person. But like a lot of you on here, I never met you. I just met you on social media. So, but you got to pay attention. Like just pay attention to who you're friending. If they're not in my target market, they're not my dream team member, I'm not sending them a request. Right now, I'm sending requests to people that, like, I'm like, this could be a potential rock star because of XYZ. That being said, I did want to talk about your bio, your Facebook, your bio, your picture, and your cover photo. Everybody, your bio should not include, it shouldn't say anything at works, okay? You got to be you on your social media. Yes, we post once a day. If it says that you work at It Works Global right now, take it off. If it says that you're a rap girl, take it off. If it says, so yes, we want people to know what you do. You want to be passionate about it. But because so many people have gone out there and just ruined it and like posted 20 times a day before and after pictures, and people are like, oh my God, enough. People just don't want to see that they're getting a friend request from It Works Global. So when you send a friend request to someone, they're going to go check out your bio. So that has got to be clean, clear, crisp, and professional. You got to have a great picture of you in the profile. Your cover photo should not be like, I'm your rap girl in the cover photo. It should just be something about you. Are you into your family? Are you into your kids? Do you like wine? Do you like to play a certain sport? Do you like makeup? Something you enjoy and love and are passionate about? That's not about making a sale, okay? So a very clear cover photo, a really good picture of you as your, like if you can only see half your face in the picture is probably, like when I get a friend request from someone, I can only see like the bottom half of their face. I'm like, delete. Like I delete that friend request. It just seems like, oh, I don't know. That's kind of sketch, So, and then your bio can include just stuff about you, okay? Stuff about Melissa Martin. And think about who you are in that sense. We only have 6 minutes left, but I'm a mom. I love to travel. I love wine. I love adventure. Like we are constantly on the go. So I talk about those things in my bio very briefly. It doesn't just say It Works Global. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on like the bio I wanted to talk about. Anyone else have any? I learned the hard way who to have in my biz. Who not to.
Oh man, I just got puked on, so I'll just message you my question.
Okay. So, poor thing. She's probably going to type it here shortly. I did a video on I Am the 10 Team page on branding. Your social media, guys, you are representing It Works. You're representing your own business, and you want to be who you want to attract. If you want this like millionaire mama that knows all the ladies in the neighborhood on your team so that she could just rock your business and be your next ambassador, then you need to be that type of a person on your social media. You need to be professional, because they are not gonna join somebody that is negative or whatever. What if your DT is posting crazy stuff about Satan and mocking their company? So that's probably someone you don't want in your business. Then you can try to address it. And I always send it in a voice message usually, Ash. I mean, I think you've even gotten messages from me before where I'm like, hey, I just saw your most recent post on this. I'm sorry you're going through this. I totally understand it's a tough position to be in. However, I didn't want it to hurt your business. You can really push people away with this type of a thing. I want you to be super successful at this, and a successful person's not going to follow or like that type of thing. It can turn people away. Now, if this is a DT that's already checked out, or they're just not responding, or they're not working their business at all, like, then what's the point in messaging them? That kind of gets me on the topic of people that don't work their business. And we've all had it, people that join us and don't work their business. Guys, this is a business of self-discipline and self-motivation. 99% of people do not have that, okay? So don't take it personally when someone quits, when someone steps back, when someone doesn't even start their business. It happens to everyone. It happens to Stephanie and Joel Dunn, #1 income earners. It happens to the number 25 income earners. It happens to me. It happens to everyone. Many of you, I would say many of you on this have stepped back before. So first and foremost, don't step back, because you can't expect your team not to step back if you're not taking a step, if you're taking step backs. Secondly, just be the person you want on your team. And thirdly, just don't take it personal. It's crazy to me that people don't even just try sometimes. You got to show up to go up, but it only takes 5 people to go to the highest level in this company, guys. 5 legs. So you just got to talk to more people. Like I said, you're going to talk to 1,000 people. 100 are going to say they're interested. 10 are going to follow through. And one of them might be a rock star. This is the law of averages. It's just a matter of Michael Polk once said, there's 1 million stones out there in front of us. And underneath 3 of them maybe is $1 million. So how quickly are you going to turn over those stones? Like, are you going to just quit because you went through 100 of them and you couldn't find the $1 million? Probably not. So keep turning those stones over, doing your due diligence, and you'll find it. We only have 2 more minutes. Any last minute questions, guys?
No, but you did answer my question that I was going to ask before, so.
Everyone smile. 1, 2, 3. Got it. I did answer your question, Kyla. Cool. Ashley, really quick, because you're saying that you've tried to reach out multiple times to someone and you get ignored, then move on. If you're so busy trying to pull your ex-boyfriend back into your relationship and he's checked out, you're never going to find your Prince Charming. And it's the same thing with rock stars in this business. If I never let go of those really, really bad boyfriends I have, I never would have found my awesome husband. So you just got to let it go. Don't make me start singing Frozen. All right, guys. Well, if there's no more questions, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Let me stop the recording.